8 beauty tricks that keep older women looking youthful. Growing older is not something to fear. It is a privilege. But I have seen too many women lose their confidence simply because they feel time is stealing their beauty. Let me tell you something from my years of experience. Beauty does not fade. It transforms. And if you know the right tricks, you can keep that youthful glow without chasing after expensive products or painful procedures. I have watched women of all ages, and the ones who seem to defy time are the ones who know how to take care of themselves in ways that go beyond makeup and skincare. The first thing is hydration. You might think this is something small, but I have seen women who look 10 years younger than their age simply because they never let their skin go thirsty. Water is not just about drinking enough. It is about keeping moisture locked into your skin. Women who understand this always use a good moisturizer. Not one packed with fancy chemicals. Just something simple that nourishes the skin and keeps it soft. And let me tell you, if you drink enough water, your skin will show it. It will have a natural plumpness. A glow that no makeup can fake. But if you ignore hydration, no cream in the world will save you from looking dull and tired. The second thing is sleep. I have known women who spent fortunes on serums and creams. Yet they still looked exhausted. And I have known others who did nothing special except respect their sleep. The difference was shocking. Sleep is nature's way of restoring your body. If you do not get enough of it, your skin sags. Your eyes get puffy. Your face loses its freshness. And no amount of makeup can truly cover that up. A woman who values her sleep will always look more youthful than one who neglects it. The third trick is something most people overlook. Posture. I have seen women instantly look 5 years younger just by standing up straight. The way you carry yourself changes everything. If you walk around with your shoulders slouched and your head down, you send a message to the world that you are tired and worn out. But if you hold your head high and keep your back straight, you give off an energy that is powerful and youthful. It is not about looking stiff. It is about owning your space with confidence. Then comes movement. I have watched women who stay active well into their later years, and they always have a certain energy that makes them look younger. Exercise is not just about staying in shape. It is about keeping your blood flowing. When you move your body, your skin gets more oxygen. Your muscles stay firm. Your posture improves. You do not need to run marathons. Just find something you enjoy. Walk, stretch, dance if you like. The key is to stay active in a way that feels good to you. Next is something that is not often talked about, but makes a huge difference. How you treat your face. I have seen women pull and rub their skin every day without realizing the damage they are doing. The skin on your face is delicate. Every time you tug at it, you speed up the formation of wrinkles. The women who stay looking young are the ones who treat their skin gently. They apply their skincare with soft upward motions. They pat their face dry instead of rubbing it. They do not pull at their eyelids when putting on makeup. Small things. But over the years, they make a big difference. Another thing I have learned is that beauty is not just about what you put on your skin. It is also about what you put in your body. I have seen women transform their appearance just by changing their diet. The ones who eat fresh, natural foods always have a glow that cannot be faked. Their skin looks clearer. Their hair looks shinier. Their energy is better. Processed foods and too much sugar do the opposite. They drain the life out of your face. If you want to look young, you need to feed your body with foods that support your skin, not work against it. One of the biggest secrets I have noticed among women who seem to never age is how they take care of their emotions. Stress is one of the fastest ways to age your face. Worry lines, tired eyes, a dull complexion. I have seen it happen over and over again. The women who stay youthful are the ones who know how to let go of things they cannot control. They laugh often. They do not hold grudges. They find ways to keep their mind at peace. Because when you are constantly stressed, your body produces hormones that break down your skin's collagen. And without collagen, your skin starts to sag. Lastly, and this might be the most important one, is how you present yourself to the world. I have seen women lose their glow simply because they stop caring about how they look. They tell themselves it does not matter anymore. But the women who never seem to age are the ones who continue to take pride in their appearance. They do not dress like teenagers. They dress in a way that makes them feel beautiful. They do not hide behind dull colors and outdated styles. They choose clothes that flatter them. They keep their hair styled in a way that suits their face. They wear a bit of makeup, not to cover up, but to enhance what they already have. They walk out of the house feeling put together. And that confidence alone makes them look years younger. What is the biggest misconception older women have about aging and beauty, and how does it affect the way they take care of themselves? When a woman believes that beauty belongs to youth, she unknowingly begins to withdraw from herself. She stops caring for her reflection the way she once did, no longer taking joy in dressing up or adorning herself with the small details that once made her feel alive. She starts to view self-care as futile, convinced that no amount of effort will bring back what she thinks is gone forever. Some abandon skincare, allowing their skin to dry and dull, not realizing that the true essence of beauty is in its vibrancy. Others retreat from style, choosing clothes that hide rather than celebrate the body they have lived in for so many years. Some even shrink from the world itself, convinced that their presence no longer carries the same weight it once did. This belief does more than change the way a woman sees herself. It changes the way the world sees her. A woman who carries herself as though she is invisible will soon find that others begin to look past her. A woman who speaks as though her words no longer matter will find that fewer people take the time to listen. The loss that so many women fear, the fading of their presence, the dulling of their charm, is not caused by time. It is caused by the very belief that time is an enemy. The moment a woman stops seeing herself as beautiful, she unknowingly teaches others to do the same. Yet I have seen women who defy this illusion, women who understand that beauty is not a thing to be lost, but a thing to be worn differently as the years pass. These women do not cling to the features of their youth, nor do they lament their passing. They walk with the grace of someone who has nothing to prove, nothing to reclaim, nothing to fear. They take care of themselves not out of desperation, but out of devotion. Their skin, though lined with years of laughter and sorrow, glows with a kind of radiance that only self-love can bring. Their hair, silver or streaked with gray, shines because it is treated with care rather than hidden away. Their eyes, unburdened by regret, hold the kind of warmth that can only come from a soul at peace with itself. The truth that so many fail to see is that beauty does not leave with youth. It only asks to be understood differently. In youth, beauty is effortless. It is given freely, requiring no thought, no wisdom, no understanding. In age, beauty becomes something far richer. It is no longer the simple grace of smooth skin or the brightness of untired eyes. It is the weight of experience. It is the quiet confidence of someone who knows who they are. It is in the way a woman carries herself, in the way she speaks, in the way she treats herself and those around her. A woman who understands this will never let herself go. She will not stop caring for her skin simply because it is not as elastic as it once was. She will not abandon her sense of style simply because trends are no longer marketed toward her. She will not quiet her laughter, dim her presence, or shrink herself down to fit the world's expectations of what an aging woman should be. She will continue to nourish her body, to care for her face, to dress in a way that makes her feel alive. She will not do these things to chase youth, but to honor the woman she has become. What a woman believes about beauty will shape the way she lives. If she sees aging as a slow decline, she will live in hesitation, in nostalgia, in longing for what once was. But if she understands that beauty is simply changing its form, she will step into each new year with excitement rather than fear. She will become the kind of woman who turns heads, not because she is young but because she carries herself with a magnetism that only those who truly love themselves can possess. How do small daily habits, like how you apply skincare or how you carry yourself, impact long-term youthfulness more than expensive treatments? I have seen women who spend fortunes on treatments, yet their faces still betray exhaustion and neglect. Their skin, though pulled tight by procedures, lacks the glow of vitality. Their eyes, though free of wrinkles, hold a dullness that no doctor can fix. And then I have seen women who never stepped foot into a clinic, yet they radiate something far more powerful than youth. They are full of life, their skin vibrant, their presence magnetic. The difference between them is not money. It is the habits they have built, the care they have given themselves in the quiet, unremarkable moments of life. How you apply your skincare matters more than what you apply. A woman who slaps on an expensive cream without care, rushing through the routine as if it is a chore, will never see the same results as the woman who treats her skin with patience and respect. The way you touch your face, the gentleness with which you press in a serum, the consistency with which you nourish your skin each morning and night. All of these matter more than the price tag of the product. Skin responds to care, to attention, to the small acts of love given to it daily. It does not thrive on neglect, no matter how advanced the treatment. Beyond skincare, the way you carry yourself is a form of self-care that people rarely think about. Posture alone can make a person look 10 years younger or 10 years older. A woman who walks tall, who lifts her head high, who moves with grace and confidence will always seem youthful. Meanwhile, a woman who lets her shoulders slump, who moves as if the weight of the world is on her back, will appear worn down, no matter how smooth her skin is. Energy is what people notice first. If you carry yourself with vitality, the world will see you as young, no matter your age. The habits that build youthfulness are often so simple that people dismiss them. Drinking enough water, getting proper rest, eating nourishing foods. These are things everyone knows yet so many ignore. They think these small choices are too basic to matter, so they skip them and instead look for shortcuts, for treatments that promise instant results. But the body does not work that way. It rewards what is done daily, not what is done occasionally. A lifetime of hydration, of sleep, of proper nutrition will always outshine any temporary fix. Then there is the power of joy. People underestimate how much their emotions shape their appearance. A woman who laughs often, who finds beauty in the small things, who surrounds herself with warmth and love, will always look younger than a woman who is constantly stressed, bitter, or weighed down by negativity. Stress carves itself into the face, pulling at the skin, dulling the eyes, stealing the natural glow that youthfulness depends on. No procedure can erase the effects of a life lived unhappily. The secret is not in fighting aging, but in embracing life so fully that youthfulness remains in your spirit, no matter how many years pass. I have lived long enough to see the truth of this. I have seen those who spend fortunes trying to hold on to their youth, only to watch it slip away because they neglected the things that mattered most. And I have seen those who never spent more than a few coins on skincare, yet they glow with a radiance that no treatment could ever create. The difference is not found in money or luxury. It is found in the small daily habits, in the way a person treats themselves when no one is watching, in the care given to the body not out of desperation but out of respect. The great mistake people make is thinking that youthfulness is something to be fought for, something to be won through expensive means. But youthfulness is not a battle. It is a byproduct of how you live. It is the result of choosing, each day, to care for yourself in small but meaningful ways. It is in the way you cleanse your skin, in the way you nourish your body, in the way you carry yourself through the world. It is in the way you breathe, the way you rest, the way you allow joy to shape your face rather than worry. How does the emotional state of a woman, stress, self-perception, and confidence, directly influence the way she looks as she ages? Stress, more than anything, has a way of aging a woman faster than time itself. I have seen women who, though young in years, look worn and exhausted because they carry the weight of their worries without rest. Stress does not stay quietly in the mind. It carves itself into the skin, tightening the jaw, furrowing the brow, and dimming the eyes. A woman who lives with constant tension often finds her face hardening, her posture slumping, and her natural glow fading. It is as if the body absorbs the mind's turmoil and reflects it back into the world. What people fail to realize is that stress releases hormones like cortisol, which over time, break down collagen, the very thing that keeps skin firm and youthful. This is not just a feeling, it is a physical response. A woman who does not find ways to ease her heart's burdens will find that those burdens begin to shape her face as much as any wrinkle ever could. But there is something even deeper at play. A woman's self-perception, how she views herself when she looks in the mirror, becomes a silent artist, painting the lines of her beauty with either grace or sadness. I have known women who are physically stunning yet cannot see it themselves. Their posture becomes small. Their smiles become hesitant. They carry an invisible cloak of insecurity that dulls their entire presence. No matter how beautiful their features are, their lack of self-belief whispers louder than their appearance. The world does not just see the shape of their face or the smoothness of their skin. It sees the energy they carry. A woman who doubts herself will always appear less radiant, not because her beauty has faded, but because she has unknowingly dimmed her own light. And then there is confidence, the most powerful, most transformative force of all. I have seen women who, by society's standards, may not have the flawless skin of youth or the perfect features often celebrated in magazines. Yet they walk into a room and turn heads because their confidence speaks before they ever say a word. Confidence lifts the chin, opens the shoulders, and brightens the eyes. It adds a glow to the skin that no cream can replicate. It shapes the mouth into a smile that feels effortless and genuine. A woman who believes in herself, who embraces her reflection with kindness rather than criticism, radiates a beauty that age cannot touch. Her face becomes a canvas not of insecurity but of self-assurance. People are drawn to her not because she looks young, but because she looks alive. What many fail to understand is that the mind and body are not separate. They are woven together, each one affecting the other in ways both subtle and profound. When a woman allows stress to rule her, when she views herself through a lens of doubt, when she shrinks instead of shines, her body responds. Skin loses its luster. Muscles grow tense. Eyes lose their spark. Yet when a woman learns to calm her mind, to speak kindly to herself, and to move through life with confidence, her body answers that too. Skin glows. Posture strengthens. Eyes dance with a quiet fire. What are the most overlooked but powerful natural ways to keep skin firm, radiant, and healthy without relying on anti-aging products? Water. This is the most underrated and yet the most powerful element for youthful skin. People drink coffee, soda, and sugary drinks but forget that their skin is crying out for pure, clean water. The body is made up mostly of water. The skin is the last organ to receive hydration, which means that if a person is not drinking enough, the skin will be the first to show signs of dryness, wrinkles, and dullness. A person must drink steadily throughout the day, not just when thirst strikes. The trick is consistency. A well-hydrated body will reflect in the face. The skin will appear plump, smooth, and full of life. Then there is the sun. People fear it now, slathering on sunscreen and covering up as if the sun is their enemy. It is not. The sun, when respected and taken in the right doses, is the source of life itself. Morning sunlight, that gentle golden glow before the heat of midday, is nature's way of gifting the skin with vitamin D. This vitamin is essential for cell repair, elasticity, and overall radiance. I have always taken time in the early hours to let the sunlight touch my face. It energizes not only the skin but also the spirit. The key is balance. Too much sun damages. Just enough sun heals. Food, this is where most people make mistakes without realizing it. The skin is built from the inside. No cream can compensate for a diet filled with processed foods, excessive sugar, and artificial chemicals. Every time a person eats, they are either feeding their skin or harming it. Foods rich in healthy fats, avocados, nuts, olive oil, keep the skin supple and firm. Fresh fruits and vegetables provide antioxidants that fight the stress and pollution that age the skin faster than time itself. The secret is in whole, unprocessed foods. I have seen people waste money on collagen supplements while refusing to eat bone broth, fish, and leafy greens. They do not realize that nature has already provided everything they need. Movement. This is another overlooked truth. The skin thrives when the body moves. Blood circulates. Oxygen reaches every corner. The lymphatic system flushes out toxins that cause dullness and sagging. A person does not need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. A simple walk, deep stretching, or even dancing in the living room is enough to wake up the skin. The glow that comes from movement is unmatched. It is a natural facelift. Sleep. Here is where the body performs its most powerful work. No cream can replace the deep healing that happens when a person gets proper rest. But it is not just about hours. It is about quality. The body needs a dark, quiet space. The mind must slow down. A bedtime routine is essential. Drinking a warm herbal tea, reading something calming, and avoiding screens before bed all make a difference. I have always believed that sleep is the closest thing to a time machine for the skin. A person who respects their sleep will look younger than those who ignore it. Breath. Most people do not think of breathing as part of skincare, but they should. Shallow, stressed breathing keeps the body in a constant state of tension. Stress is one of the fastest ways to age the skin. Deep, slow breathing calms the nervous system, improves circulation, and allows the skin to repair itself. I have made it a habit to take slow, deep breaths throughout the day, especially when I feel overwhelmed. The difference it makes is subtle yet profound. Touch. The way a person treats their skin matters more than they realize. Harsh scrubbing, constant touching with dirty hands, and aggressive skincare routines do more harm than good. I have always believed in treating the skin with care. A gentle massage, using fingertips to stimulate circulation, and rinsing with cool water instead of harsh chemicals all help keep the skin firm and youthful. Simplicity is key. Finally, joy. This is perhaps the greatest secret of all. I have met people who use every expensive product available, yet their faces look tired, tense, and lifeless. Then I have met those who live simply, who laugh often, who surround themselves with love and purpose. Their faces glow. Their skin stays firm, not because of what they put on it, but because of the life they live. Stress, bitterness, and anger leave marks deeper than any wrinkle. Happiness, gratitude, and passion for life bring a light that no cream can replicate. How does diet influence aging? And what are the most effective foods older women should eat to maintain a youthful appearance? Most people do not realize how much food shapes the way they age. It is not just about weight or fitness. It is about the glow of the skin, the sharpness of the mind, the strength in the bones, and the fire in the spirit. The foods a woman eats every single day determine whether she will move through life with grace and power or whether time will weigh heavily upon her. I have seen women chase after creams and treatments, hoping to erase the years, while ignoring the one thing that truly matters: the food on their plate. The first thing I always say is this: eat foods that are alive. Fresh, whole, natural. The closer a food is to its natural state, the more life it will give. Leafy greens are the foundation of youth. Spinach, kale, and arugula are rich in vitamins that repair the skin, keep bones strong, and help the body fight inflammation. Inflammation is the silent enemy of aging. It causes wrinkles, joint pain, and even disease. The more greens a woman eats, the more she fights against the slow burn of time. Berries are another gift from nature. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These little jewels are packed with antioxidants that protect the skin from damage, keeping it smooth and firm. I have seen women who eat berries daily, and their faces tell the story. Their skin has a natural brightness, untouched by dullness. Then there are healthy fats. The world once feared fat, but now we know better. Avocados, walnuts, olive oil, and salmon are treasures for an aging body. They keep the skin soft, the joints flexible, and the mind sharp. A woman who eats these regularly will notice her skin holds moisture better, her hair stays strong, and her energy does not fade as quickly. Protein is another key. Without it, muscles weaken, skin sags, and strength fades. I have always believed in balance. A woman should eat lean proteins like fish, eggs, beans, and even a little high-quality meat. This keeps her body firm and capable. Then there is the quiet yet powerful force of hydration. Water is the simplest, most overlooked secret of youth. A body without enough water shows its age quickly. Skin turns dry, energy drops, digestion slows. I have always made it a habit to start the day with a glass of water, then continue drinking throughout the day. The difference is undeniable. What a woman must avoid is just as important as what she must embrace. Sugar is the greatest thief of youth. It weakens the skin, fuels inflammation, and drains energy. I have seen women who consume too much sugar age far faster than those who control it. The same goes for processed foods. These are empty, lifeless things that rob the body of vitality. Instead of feeding the skin, they damage it. Instead of nourishing the bones, they weaken them. I have learned that the best way to eat is to listen to the body. It speaks, but many people do not hear. When the body craves something fresh and natural, it is calling for nutrients. When it feels sluggish and tired, it is warning against something harmful. A woman who learns to listen to her own body will always know what she needs. There is something else. It is not just what a woman eats, but how she eats. Rushing through meals, eating in stress, ignoring the pleasure of food, these all affect how the body absorbs what it is given. Eating should be a ritual of care. A time to nourish, to appreciate, to enjoy. When a woman eats with intention, choosing foods that build her body rather than break it, she ages with a kind of power that no product can give. What are the hidden dangers of modern beauty trends? And how can older women avoid common mistakes that actually make them look older? It's easy to fall for the allure of modern beauty products and treatments. The world has changed, and advertisements fill our minds with promises of smoother skin, fuller lips, and firmer faces. But I've learned that the things we put on our skin, or even the things we change about our bodies, are often more harmful than helpful. I've seen many women, with their hearts set on preserving youth, actually accelerate the aging process by following these trends. It's not the way forward, believe me. For example, the obsession with Botox and fillers. I understand why women might choose them. It's hard to see those first lines appear, those tiny wrinkles that slowly creep in like the tide, and it can be tempting to erase them with a quick fix. But let me tell you something. These treatments can often freeze the face. The natural expressions we make, the movements that define us, are suppressed. Over time, the face loses its life, its warmth. It begins to look unnatural, like a mask. A face that can't move doesn't just look older, it looks like it's trying to fool the world, and that's the last thing anyone wants. The best advice I can give to older women is to embrace those lines, those marks of wisdom. They're not imperfections, they are the stories of a life well lived. Then, there's the trend of over-contouring. I've seen so many women with too much product on their faces, their cheeks looking sharp, their noses artificially slimmed. While a little contour can highlight the natural bone structure, too much of it can create harsh lines that age the face. The goal should always be to enhance, not hide. Women who overdo it often end up looking like they're trying too hard, and that's never a good look. The key is to work with the face you have, not try to turn it into someone else's. I've also seen the damage caused by harsh skincare routines. The trend to exfoliate constantly, use acids, or cleanse aggressively might seem like a good idea at first. People think they're removing dead skin, keeping everything fresh. But in truth, this does more harm than good. When you strip your skin too much, it becomes irritated, dry, and more prone to wrinkles. A woman's skin, as it matures, requires a gentler touch. The secret to younger-looking skin isn't in aggressive treatments, it's in nourishing, hydrating, and protecting it. I've seen older women with red, inflamed skin because they overdid it. Instead of looking younger, they looked tired, worn down, and older than they really were. And don't get me started on the trend of trying to look ageless. I've seen women go to extremes, chasing after perfection as if that's the goal. The truth is, none of us can avoid aging. It's natural, inevitable. But that doesn't mean we should try to erase every trace of it. Women, especially as they grow older, should focus on looking their best rather than trying to look like they're in their 20s again. Perfection is a myth. Grace, confidence, and natural beauty are the true marks of a woman who has aged well. Trying to hold on to something that was never meant to last can be the most dangerous thing of all. The worst mistake I've seen, though, is women trying to keep up with trends that are simply not for them. These trends are often made for younger faces, younger bodies. Older women trying to wear the same styles or use the same techniques are bound to end up looking like they've missed the mark. A too bold lipstick, heavy eye makeup, or trendy fashion that's too young can make a woman appear older than she is. Instead, older women should embrace styles that suit their age, their wisdom, and their beauty. It's about being confident in who you are, not what the world tells you to be. If I could offer one piece of advice, it would be this. The most beautiful women I've known have always been the ones who embraced their true selves. They didn't chase trends, they simply took care of their skin, dressed in ways that made them feel good, and carried themselves with pride. The skin ages, yes, but the confidence, the self-respect, that doesn't have to fade. In fact, the older a woman gets, the more she should embrace her age with grace. Let the beauty of a life well lived shine through. How can a woman embrace aging while still maintaining her youthful energy, presence, and attractiveness in a way that feels authentic and effortless? First, you must come to terms with something that will set you free. Aging is not an enemy. It's a friend that marks your journey. It's the proof of a life lived, experiences gained, and lessons learned. I know it's hard when those first lines appear, when the hair starts to gray, and the energy doesn't come as easily as it once did. But those changes, my dear, don't take away from your beauty. They add to it. They give depth, wisdom, and character. And the most important thing I've learned through all these years is that the key to maintaining youthful energy is not in the fight against aging, but in the acceptance of it. Embrace who you are right now, in this moment. The moment when your body has its rhythm, and your mind knows more than it did before. There's no need to hide behind a facade of youth. You are still vibrant. In fact, you might be more vibrant than you've ever been because you've learned to focus on what truly matters, not on what others expect of you. You don't have to try so hard. When you accept the truth about aging, something amazing happens. Your energy shifts. It becomes lighter, freer, and filled with a deeper sense of self-assurance. But here's the thing, youthful energy doesn't just come from being carefree. It comes from within. The more you take care of your body, the more you feed it the right things, the more your spirit will shine. I'm not talking about chasing some perfect figure or trying to look a certain way. No, I mean paying attention to your health. Eating well, getting enough rest, staying active, not for vanity's sake, but for your vitality. A woman who moves with grace, who smiles from a place of true contentment, who laughs with ease and embraces the world around her, carries a youthful energy that others can't help but be drawn to. But don't think for a second that it's all about the physical. Energy also comes from your mind and spirit. You see, it's about living with purpose, feeding your soul with the things that make you feel alive. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, engage in conversations that stir your heart, and keep doing things that challenge your mind. A woman who is constantly learning, exploring, and engaging with life is a woman who exudes a natural energy that can't be faked. And let's not forget about presence. You've heard it said before, I'm sure, when a woman walks into a room, the room lights up. But it's not about the clothes you wear, the makeup you put on, or the way you style your hair. It's about how you carry yourself, how you show up in the world. The most attractive women I've known aren't the ones who are constantly worried about their appearance or the latest trend. They are the ones who own their space, who are comfortable in their skin, who know that their worth isn't determined by how they look. When you exude confidence, not arrogance, but that quiet inner strength, it doesn't matter what age you are. You are magnetic, and people will feel your energy. The way to keep that youthful presence is simple, really. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle. You don't need to chase some ideal of perfection. Perfection is an illusion that will only wear you down. Instead, take time each day to appreciate yourself for who you are right now, in this moment. Laugh. Be playful. Don't take life so seriously. Find joy in the little things, in the simple moments, and you will be amazed at how much youthfulness it brings to your heart. Remember, it's about authenticity. There's nothing more youthful than being real. The older I get, the more I realize that trying to be something or someone else only makes the years feel heavier. But when you shed the weight of expectation and start to show up as yourself, that's when the magic happens. And it feels effortless because it is. So, my dear, stop running from aging. Embrace it, and in doing so, you'll keep your energy, your presence, and your attractiveness. It doesn't have to be a fight. Let it be a dance. Let it be a celebration of everything you've become and everything you still are. The more you accept yourself, the more effortlessly youthful you will feel, and the more effortlessly beautiful you will appear to the world. If you liked today's discussion, don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated with every video we release. And yes, don't forget to share your experiences and thoughts in the comments. Every comment is special to us. Your feedback helps us improve further. We'll continue to meet you in every new video on this channel, so until next time, take care.